flat and put it in there, and they'll actually freeze that way. They'll heat that piece of metal up and pull it back out. But since these boxes cost me $2.50 each, I saved the boxes. So I'm going to flip this thing over onto this here. But if you notice too, I like to work on elevation. I'm just going to go too high, and I still want to Chef Prairie's boards. Don't tell her. Because I don't want to ruin this milk or ruin this crate. So I need some of you strong gentlemen and ladies.
I got a question for you, Jim.
Yeah.
This chisel has got some pits in it.
Yes.
Can it be sharpened?
Yes.
Is it the same procedure for sharpening a knife, or is it different?
What's that?
Is it the same as sharpening a knife, or does it have to be
A little
professional?
different. A little different. Okay, watch. What I'm going to do, lay this down flat right onto this baby. We need to move it back this way a little bit.
Crack the knife. Coordination.
We need to, I want to flip back on here.
Peter, are you sure you need to be doing that? Okay.
Yeah, you'll have to put it back up. Put it back up. Just move that, and move this back a little bit. This way, no, leave that. Okay. Now leave it, come back this way. Back down again. Get it? You got it? You sure? I ain't kidding. Okay. Now, you two get on that side. Both of you guys get on that. Lift it up. Here we go.
From the legs, from the legs, from the legs, fellas.
Look. Keep on going. Keep on going. Keep on going.
All right.
Pull the box right off. Most people don't do this, but I'll reuse those boxes. Set that over. I'll put it over back there so I don't get wet. Now, notice it has the bag on this thing. Go like this. This is how we make it. I have that big vat machine, and you put the bag in the machine, you fill it up with water, and it freezes from the bottom up. So this would be the bottom.
Okay.
And normally the lake would freeze from the top down. It's the same effect, but it's the bottom up. And if you notice, it's pretty clear. It's still not tempered. It's still not tempered. This has been out of the freezer for about 4 hours, but it's been in the box in a controlled condition. So, and it's not, right now it's probably about 50 degrees out here. I'd say 55 degrees. So we're okay. We're not in bad shape. So now the first thing I'm going to do, if I had a template, I would kind of draw it out. But since I don't, I'm going to kind of draw it out on the ice. So if you guys might want to come around this side, I'm going to move it like this way. And the reason why I always put it on something here, the higher it is, the easier it is. I like it. I'm kind of vertically challenged a little bit, so I don't have to have it that high. But some people like to have it eye level. I have a hydraulic cart at my shop. I kind of use it sometimes I don't, depending on what I'm doing. As I said, I'm going to attempt doing this alligator, but I'm envisioning it the way it's supposed to look. So I'm going to kind of come down here. As I said, I want to make a base. I'm going to make a couple-inch base right here, just to give me some stability. One time, I did a big eagle, and I put him on the two little feet, and I didn't put a base on it. I came back, and I set it up. I came back, it was on the floor, because you want stability. Because could you imagine one of these things falling on somebody? You're talking a finished carving probably weighs about 200 pounds, depending on what it is. All right, so now I'm going to kind of draw out my alligator, my head. This is probably the hardest part. So I want to make my head proportioned to my body, and that's the toughest part because I only have this to work with right in here. So that's going to be my head kind of right around there, the eye, where it's going to go. Then the body's going to kind of come up around to here. And again, I'm going to put a leg over here. I'm going to bond the leg right to it. I'm going to have the tail coming up, almost at a straight 90-degree angle, but I'm going to have a little bit tilt in. So, kind of drawing it out. I got my ideas, and I always go bigger than what I'm going to do, because I could always take away. You know, you really can't. You can add, but it makes it harder. So, right now, so here I got the mouth's going to come down here. Picture the gator's mouth's going to be open. Tail's going to be coming around here. And again, I've never tried this before, so if it comes out, it comes out. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut out a big chunk right here. Actually, I'm going to cut out a little piece at a time. Right here is all negative area, which I don't need. But I'm going to cut out a square. Let's see. First, I'm going to add a tail. So I want my tail to be about this high. So it's going to come off about here. I'm going to smooth off this area. I'm going to basically put one strip here, and the rest of it I'm going to use for legs. I'm going to slap a leg here on each side of it, and or legs, or whatever. What do they call them? The gators got claws, fins, whatever.
Feet.
That's what I'm going to do. Feet, whatever you want to call it. Any questions up to this point? How much does this block weigh? 300 pounds. Yeah, 300 pounds.